Hello, good morning students, and welcome back once again to another video for the exercise. Let's start without wasting any time. An object of mass 1 kg traveling in a straight line with 10 meters per second collides and sticks to a wooden block of mass 5 kg. So it is stated that an object of mass 1 kg is moving in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meters per second. So it is having a velocity of 10 meters per second. And it is striking a rather larger object which is having mass 5 kg. Okay? And it is stationary, so its initial velocity is 0 meters per second. Now the next part is, then both move together. So because this object sticks to this object, okay, and they both are rolling together, calculate the momentum just before and after the impact. So we know that by the law of conservation of momentum, whatever the initial momentum before the impact and whatever the final momentum after the impact, they both are same. So if we calculate the initial momentum for both of these objects, then we can find the total momentum of the system, which is exactly equal to the final momentum. So there is no need to calculate separate final momentum. You just calculate the initial momentum and then you can find the final momentum with the help of the first one. And the important thing is also calculate the velocity of the combined objects. So now because they both are moving together, they both are having same velocity, and therefore you need to find that velocity as well. So obviously for this particular numerical, you are going to use the formula of law of conservation of momentum, which is m1u1 plus m2u2. This is initial momentum of the first object, initial momentum of the final object, because mass into velocity, and in this case initial velocity, that is m1 into v1 plus m2 into v2. This is final momentum of the first object and final momentum of the second object after the collision. Okay, so this is what the law of conservation of momentum is. But in this particular case, we know that these two objects are stuck together and therefore they are moving with the same velocity. That means v1 and v2 are same, which is what you are supposed to find. So I can just write v in order to remove the confusion. Okay? Now all you need to do is simply substitute the values. Okay? So m1 is 1, velocity is 10, plus m2 is 5 kg and velocity is 0. Okay? m1 over here is 1 into v plus m2 is 5 into v. Now simple multiplication and addition. 1 into 10 is 10, 5 into 0 is 0, equals 1 into v is v plus 5 into v is 5v. Now all you need to do is take the v common, simple algebra. 10 plus 0 is 10, v common, then it becomes 1 plus 5. 1 plus 5 is 6, and therefore 10 is equal to v into 6. Simple cross multiplication, because we need to find the value of v, therefore cross multiplication, the next step becomes like this. Therefore 10 upon 6 equals v. Okay, solving this, we all know the value, the table of 6, 1, 4 is remaining, 6, 36, once again 4 is remaining, so 6, 36. So this will go on, so velocity is 1.66 meters per second. This is how we are supposed to solve the numerical. Now, what is the momentum before the collision? m1u1 plus m2u2. So this side is the initial momentum. So the initial momentum is, you can write initial momentum, E initial is 10 kilogram meters per second. This is the initial momentum, and by the law of conservation of momentum, the final momentum just after the impact is same, that is P final is 10 kilograms meter per second. It's that simple. Okay students, I hope you have understood the numerical, and let's move on to the next one. The next question is, an object of mass 100 kg is accelerated uniformly from 5 meters per second to 8 meters per second. So an object is moving from 5 meters per second to 8 meters per second. That means its velocity is increasing and therefore it is acceleration, which is already mentioned. Okay, and that acceleration is happening in 6 seconds. So you have been given the change in velocity and also the time. Now the next sentence is calculate the initial and final momentum of the object. So you are supposed to calculate the initial and final momentums using the initial and final velocities. Simple. But the next part of the question is also find the magnitude of force exerted on the object. So you need to find the force exerted, okay? Because if the force is not exerted, then its velocity is not going to change. Okay, so what is the force that has been applied so that its velocity is changing or its momentum is changing? Okay, so let's start with the simple steps first of all. So initial momentum. So initial momentum. Pi, which is given by mass into initial velocity, that is mass is 100 and velocity is 5. So it becomes 500 kilograms meter per second. So this is the initial momentum. Similarly, final momentum. Mass into final velocity. That is, mass is not going to change obviously. Velocity is 8. So it becomes 800 kilograms meter per second. So this is your final momentum. Now in order to find the force, you can use the formula that is F is equal to ma. But for that you will need to find the acceleration first. So acceleration formula A is equal to V minus U upon T. Find the acceleration, substitute the value and find the force. Or you can directly recall the second law of motion, that is change in momentum upon time taken. The second law of motion states that the change in momentum upon time taken is going to be equal to the force applied. So simple, we already have the momentum. So final momentum is 800 minus 500 initial upon time is 6 seconds. So this becomes 300 upon 6. Simplifying this we get 6 5s 30 and 0. So it becomes 50 newtons. So your answer is simple, 50 newtons by applying the second law of motion. Instead of going for acceleration, finding the value of acceleration and substituting that in the formula of force, or you can directly use the second law of motion and apply this formula. I hope it is clear to you, students. Now, not many questions are left for the exercise and few of the questions are theoretical ones, and I will try to finish the exercise in the next video. Till then, have a nice day.